for myself is not self-indulgence. It is self-preservation. And that is an act of political warfare. So all the Lord says. Do you struggle with feelings of unwellness in your overall state of health, despite your efforts to do self-care every day? Do you still feel depressed and anxious, or an overall sense of unhappiness due to poor health, despite doing self-care every day? Do you ever wonder what you might be missing in your self-care regimens that often feel like fun but never last? And do you wish to learn about self-care in ways you may not have yet to enhance your overall health today? If you have answered yes to any of the above questions, then this message is for you. If you don't relate, that's okay. Kindly share, for I bet someone you may know may. Today's healing conversation session is titled Self-Care Beyond Pleasure. Let's get started. Many of us forgo sleep to get entertained, and then we wonder why, after all the fun and games, we're still depressed. What your body, mind, and spirit needs, regardless of what you want or the fun you wish to experience. And this is because genuine self-care is about wholeness of health, balance in your whole being, if you may. It therefore ain't just about feeling happy because you look great. Rather, it is a collection of sustainable acts of honor for your body, mind, and spirit as well. And this is to aid them in restoring and preserving themselves from what everyday colonial life takes from their divine essence. I must humbly acknowledge, for many of us raised in this colonial lens, we may not have seen our elders, let alone hear of our recent ancestors' tales experience to date. This lesson is therefore not meant to shame or guilt you for your lack of indigenous knowledge on how to be whole in your health. For how were you to know? And did you not see or hear of them, or from them, that life can be and is meant to be abundant in wholeness of health? You see, many of our identities and sense of ourselves have closely been tied to the material expressions of wealth and therefore health. Consequently, our human essence has been replaced by the very capitalist reasons we are all unwell. So this explains then why, despite looking and smelling like success, better than our elders and ancestors had, we still feel depressed and anxious just like yesterday. Simply put, we can look good all we want in the flesh, hair and nails done every weekend, but if we neglect to move and use our bodies as divinely intended, neglect to eat nutritious seasonal foods from the land, disregard our body's need for supplements to add on to the little nutrition left, and let's not forget, if we do not hydrate as needed, connect socially with family and friends, get kissed by the sun's rays, ideally every sunrise and every sunset, and connect with the spiritual worlds in rituals, prayer, and silence every day. And for many of us, if not all, if we don't do spiritual cleanses and spiritual works every now and then, I am afraid we may look good in the flesh and still feel unwell in every way. So when Miss Audre Lorde says, caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it is self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare, this is what I think she meant. Our unwellness, physical, emotional, and spirit united, is tied to our overall value to the capitalist system's pockets. For the colonial agenda benefits monetarily whenever we are hollow in our health. I hope this explains why I concur with Miss Audre Lorde's tale that self-care in pursuance of our wholeness of health is a real revolution and at its best. And since trees make up a forest and not the other way around, when you care for one, you care for all. For tuning in, I appreciate you. And since it is free to access, kindly spread. May we all be reminded that we are always someone's child. Amina, it shall be so. Thank you.